When people talk about buying older luxury cars, the conversation almost always drifts toward used BMWs or aging Mercedes. And that's usually followed by horror stories, check engine lights, warning messages, and repair bills that never seem to end. But here's the thing most people forget. Some old Lexus models don't follow that pattern at all. In fact, many of them quietly do the exact opposite. They survive, they age gracefully, and they keep running long after everyone expects them to quit. So let me ask you this. When was the last time you saw a classic Lexus broken down on the side of the road? These aren't hype cars. These are the ones owners hold on to because selling them simply doesn't make sense. Let's start with the one that set the tone for everything Lexus became. Number 1. Lexus LS400. Late 1990s. The car that refused to fail. Before Lexus cared about screens, subscriptions, or lease deals, it cared about one thing: outlasting everything else on the road. And no vehicle represents that mindset better than the late 90s Lexus LS400. From a mechanic's perspective, this car is fascinating. Lexus didn't just want to compete with Mercedes, they wanted to embarrass them on durability. Every component was overbuilt. Not good enough, but what happens if someone ignores this for 20 years? You can feel it the moment you open the door. The weight isn't accidental. The door doesn't clang, it shuts with a final solid thud. That sound alone tells you this car was engineered, not cost-cut. Under the hood is the legendary 4.0-liter naturally aspirated V8, paired with a smooth 5-speed automatic. No turbos, no tricks, no drama. Just consistent, under-stressed power. From a mechanical standpoint, this drivetrain is the definition of conservative engineering, and that's exactly why so many of these hit 300,000 miles like it's routine. Here's something I always ask people. Would you rather own a car that feels exciting for 5 years, or one that still feels right after 20? You don't drive an LS400 aggressively. You let it settle into its rhythm, and in return, it gives you silence, balance, and a calm that modern luxury cars simply don't replicate anymore. At highway speed, it feels like the outside world has been muted. Yes, things wear out. Suspension bushings, power steering leaks, timing belts every 90,000 miles. But here's the difference with this classic Lexus. When you fix something, it stays fixed. You're not chasing electronic gremlins or software updates. The best years? 1998 to 2000. Fully refined, not yet overcomplicated. Today, clean examples still sell for $4,000 to $8,000, which is absurd considering this was once a $60,000 flagship sedan. And somehow, this isn't even the most overlooked Lexus on the list. Number 2. Lexus IS300. 2001 to 2005, the misunderstood one. Now let's talk about a car that confused people when it was new, and that confusion is exactly why it aged so well. The first generation Lexus IS300 didn't fit the Lexus stereotype. Buyers expected soft and conservative. Instead, they got something compact, low, rear-wheel drive, and powered by an inline-six with serious Toyota racing DNA. From a mechanic's view, this is one of the smartest older Lexus models you can buy if you actually enjoy driving. Under the hood sits the 3.0-liter naturally aspirated inline-six, closely related to the legendary Supra engine. Detuned? Yes. Fragile? Absolutely not. These engines routinely pass 250,000 miles with basic maintenance, and they don't mind being driven hard occasionally. On the road, the IS-300 feels honest. You turn the wheel, it responds. You press the throttle, it answers. No artificial steering, no turbo lag, no complicated suspension systems waiting to fail. Just proper weight distribution and mechanical feedback. Is it fast by modern standards? No. Is it engaging? Absolutely. Fuel economy is reasonable for its era, and ownership is predictable, something modern cars struggle with. Ball joints, bushings, valve cover gaskets will eventually need attention, but none of it is catastrophic if maintained. The sweet spot years are 2001 through 2005, and clean examples usually sell between $5,000 and $9,000. Let me ask you, how many modern sporty sedans can you say that about with confidence? Quick pause here. If you're watching this, there's a good chance an IS-300 is quietly surviving somewhere near you, passed from owner to owner, because nobody wants to let it go. Now, let's switch gears, because the next Lexus doesn't look sporty at all. Number 3. Lexus GX470, the luxury SUV that's actually a tank. At first glance, the Lexus GX470 looks like a typical family luxury SUV, but underneath, this thing is pure Land Cruiser DNA. Mechanically speaking, the GX470 is one of Toyota's best-kept secrets. Built on the same platform as the Land Cruiser Prado, it's designed to take abuse and then keep going. Under the hood is the 4.7-liter V8, the same engine used in the Tundra and Sequoia. Low stress, high torque, and famously durable. 300,000 miles is not unusual with proper care. On-road, it's surprisingly comfortable. Off-road, this is where it earns respect. Full-time four-wheel drive, locking center differential, and low-range gearing. This isn't cosmetic capability, it's real. Yes, air suspension components can fail, power steering leaks happen, and you absolutely need to inspect the undercarriage. But when maintained, this SUV will outlast most modern luxury crossovers without breaking a sweat. The most refined years are 2005 to 2009, with prices typically ranging from $7,000 to $15,000. If you've ever thought, I want one vehicle that can do everything and never complain, this is it. Number 4. Lexus RX300, the quiet long-term companion. Now let's talk about the Lexus people accidentally keep for 15 years. The RX300 was never meant to be exciting. It was engineered to be dependable, comfortable, and stress-free. And that's exactly why it refuses to disappear from the road. From a mechanical standpoint, it's simple and conservative. A naturally aspirated V6, a basic automatic transmission, and a suspension tuned for comfort, not drama. This is the Lexus you buy when you want your car to just work. Owners who follow basic maintenance schedules routinely see 300,000 miles without major engine or transmission issues. Sludge problems can occur if oil changes were ignored, but that's not a design flaw, it's neglect catching up. The best years are 2001 through 2003, and clean examples often sell for $4,000 to $7,000. It may not turn heads, but it earns loyalty. And as a mechanic, that tells you everything you need to know.
If you've noticed a pattern, it's not accidental. These classic Lexus models weren't built to chase trends. They were engineered to survive real life. Missed services, long commutes, bad roads, and time itself. They don't beg for attention, they don't punish you with constant repairs, and they don't lose their identity as the miles pile on. They just keep going. So, if you're shopping for an older luxury car, maybe the smartest move isn't the flashiest one. Maybe it's the one built when Lexus cared more about durability than hype. Now, I'm curious, which old Lexus model do you trust the most and why? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk like owners, not advertisers.